Hey, how you doing in there world? Someone asked me a question, how do you find friends on Facebook? Well, a lady told me this is her first time really online. So she had a question she wanted to ask me. She said she took the time to do a Google search because she was a little confused. So mostly she said she goes to Google instead of YouTube. So before she found my video and communicate with me on Facebook, the question was how to find friends on Facebook. But before she typed that in, she typed in Facebook friend search. She just narrowed it down automatic. So the question was, how do you find a friend? Well, I wanted to give an example and show you how you can do it. Well, before I do that, I want you, if you found me on Google or YouTube, at the bottom of the video, the left side of the video, above the video, on the right side, I want you to add me on either Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube videos where you can connect with me, or connect with me on Facebook where we can mastermind. Maybe we can ask any questions. But I'm gonna get to the training here. Well, what you can do is in the search bar. It's two different search bars. It's where it's like a advanced search bar, but it's a regular search bar everybody on Facebook get. But the advanced search bar is like to narrow it down. Like a prime example. Here go a prime example right here. People who love food. We can narrow it down. Okay, it's receiving suggestions. Right now it says people who love street food. I mostly don't want to go to a public group. You can go to a closed group, whatever you want to go to, as long as just narrowing it. Where like you going for a keyword, like a prime example, like people who love dogs. Here go a prime example. People who love dogs. All right. Um, right here. People who love dogs. You gotta give me a second, cause it's hard to mostly see. People who love dogs. Right here. Okay. Now you go in this corner. There's one way to find friends. Um, Click on members over here in the corner where it say members, and you can scroll, select all to see all the members, and you can connect with everyone on here because everyone on here loves dogs. So a lot of people be like, why should I narrow it down? Well, think about it like this: people who love baseball, would you go for someone who loves football? You want to narrow it down. But if it's just to where you just want to find friends, a lot of times, or you can find somebody who's on your Facebook. Well, here go a prime example. Let me think of someone I know that I can remember. Aiden Pole. All right, I got to remember. He has 3 pages. I have to remember which one I'm friends with him on. I think it would be this one. This is my friend. Wait, this the wrong one. I think it's one of them. Aiden Pole. Let me put it again. Let me find out which, because he has 3 pages. I'm trying to figure out which one is which. All right, I'm friends with him on this one. Well, me and him friends on this one. So a lot of people ask, what's the third way? It's 3 ways you can do it. You can do it the group way, to where you can go in a group, or you can get the graph. You can get the advanced graph, but you have to mostly sign up for it, and it mostly takes like 7 to 14 days for you to get it, or 5 to 7 days for them to accept you as a friend, to accept you to get it. Or what you can do, if you already friends with the person, you can type it over here in the corner in the chat box, Aiden Poll, and you can talk to him, communicate with him. So the question I got asked by the lady was, Facebook friend search any friends that you have. So if you have it to where you wanna narrow it down to a target market, to where you just don't wanna like just throw it out there, or you looking for a target market for friends for your to build you a list, then you need to go for a target market, like people who love dogs, people who love to fish, people who love to do anything activity wise that you love to do, or what you are selling. Like if you're selling a dog product, you're not gonna go for people who loves baseball. You're gonna go for people who love dogs. But if you just want to do it to where you just want to communicate with a person in particular, then type in a name, any name that you can think of, and that's the way that you friend search on Facebook. I know it's kind of hard for some people because a lot of people is not internet savvy, but in this generation, you have to be. You have to be, because if you're not internet savvy, that's what every everything is going is to the internet. The internet is mostly everything. You can go on Facebook, you can go on YouTube, you can watch videos all days, you can get on Netflix. Everything is internet. So a lot of people ask me, why do you need internet? Well, you need internet to build, because nowadays it's more harder to find a target market in the old days than it is now. Now you can find an easy target market. You can just connect with them on Facebook, communicate with them, and become friends with them and market to them. Or you can communicate with friends that's in another country to where you can communicate with each other, and now it's easy, and you can take the time to ask questions, anything that you need. So what I always when I always tell people is, anytime you market or you try to find someone for your market, always find a targeted market. So I hope this training helped you. But before I go, wherever you found this video at, maybe on Google, maybe on my Instagram, maybe you saw my YouTube video on a suggestion ad, or maybe you just saw it on Facebook and you saw it on somebody else's page because they was tagged in it. Well, what I want you to do at the bottom of the video, the left side, above it on the right side, it should be a description where it's an article there where you can read the article if you want to take the time to read it. I'm more of a visual person, so articles, I love to read articles sometimes. Majority of the time I love to see with my own eyes instead of read. Only time I like to read is like if I'm reading a financial book. So I understand that. So some people is visual, some people is like they love to read where they build their knowledge. So however way you love to do it, it don't it's however what's best for you. But visual is best for me. I love to see more than I love to hear, because I rather just do it on my own. So if there's any other questions you have, communicate with me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It don't really matter. On all three markets, maybe become friends with me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And my number is 773-416-7553. And one more thing to ask: if you want to join my team, communicate with me in my inbox on Facebook, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And if there's any other questions, you're free to ask, because I get a lot of questions every day, maybe 2 to 3 questions every day that's asked, and sometimes I do videos for, and sometimes I don't, because a lot of times it's a lot of questions that a lot of people make videos already on. So I don't want to make too many videos on the same subject. So a lot of times, a lot of people ask the same questions over and over again. So if I see 3 people ask me the same question, mostly I just do a video on it, so I can just get to that target market automatically. You don't have to keep on answering questions, so I can just send them to a video, and they can watch it and get an idea of it. And I hope this training helped you. And if there's any other questions, just communicate with me on Facebook or call my phone and go in my description and read the article. And I hope you love it.